maybe, I don't know if that shows a problem with Mariner as a character, because she very much is Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, but a much more palatable version of that.
Yeah, not as hostile.
Yeah, and Rick works as a know-it-all because he lets other people fail even after he's tried to stop them. He'll try to tell them what the thing to do, but when they're like, "No, you don't know everything," he'll be hands off and then let that person fail and ultimately catch them at the last second, just to prove a point to them because he's a dickhead. Mariner isn't like that, and so my worry is that Mariner will just end up being someone who can't fail.
Right. I was gonna use the toxic word of Mary Sue here. Like, is Mariner going to be the perfect character who knows everything? And they've kind of developed her as that way because she was someone at the top of the mountain by serving on all the fancy starships, and she chose to go down to this lower decks level because she's happier down there.
Yeah, I'm curious about that because I do get the sense that, I mean, clearly she's been knocked around quite a bit or has moved around quite a bit to certain areas. I don't know if she's, like, ultimately the way that you handle that is she said that she chooses to be in lower decks, but ultimately you find out that she was put there for a reason.
And she's
like
self-justifying.
Something that she did or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do with her, because as I was watching it this time, I was thinking about her character and I was thinking like, well, she's kind of like Michael Burnham in that ultimately she has the answers, but the difference is she's a more honest character from a writing standpoint because she never pretends like she doesn't have the answers.
Right.
Whereas Burnham ultimately is always written to be the one who comes up with the solution, and
unearned. And she unearnedly gets to the correct answer.
Yeah, whereas Mariner clearly has a history and experience to draw from. Like, she understands how certain things work, where the rules can be bent, and all this kind of stuff. So she's doing it. I would say she's not a Mary Sue because, first of all, nobody holds her in reverence.
Yep.
And also because she clearly has a background that supports her actions.
Yeah.
Even though we haven't seen it, she clearly has the experience in the background to support the decisions that she makes and the things she can and can't do.